back at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
Where else would you rather be?
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. And off we go in Western New York. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And it's going to be taken down right at midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and why?
Now Allen on first down. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Whoa! And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Very hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
That last run got 4, so here comes 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
37-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphin first.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it here to Achane. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He was brought down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that and get strong laterally, great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Miami.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Eagles offense. Ready now for their second drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
Man in motion is Coleman. To the air. On second down, here's Allen.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Buffalo.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of it.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
50-yard line.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown.
It's a loss of 2.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Gain of 6.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
He'll go down. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. Man in motion here is Washington. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all, taken down for a loss.
Tua. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play. None of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate the quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering Royce, but to throw it away.
That's caught. It's Westbrook and Keenan. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tua, give it to Achane. Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1 quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection. It stresses your play call.
Oh, he's going to be bumped and taken down. They got him. Big Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is to throw is Tua. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's to Kincaid once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the handoff, this is Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will open up a 9-0 lead. So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. That one out wide to Achane. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins.
You could tell pretty quickly that when this quarterback decided to pull it down himself, Mike, he knew exactly where that 1st down marker was. That's a great effort. He didn't get it by much, but it's a good spot, and it gets him the 1st down.
On the ground, here is Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion, it's Waddle. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one caught by Waller. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's caught by Hill. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by a couple of yards. He's given 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
4 yards. 1st down, Miami.
So it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it. Now they find themselves looking at fourth down.
Bills 9, Dolphins 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Allen.
Allen's pass complete to 0, Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. A good spot here, second and a yard. Allen working from the pistol. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen on first down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
Allen gonna throw again. This one complete to Palmer. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's gonna set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And in motion is Coleman. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Dolphins.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Dolphins offense going to take over just before the half. In motion, it's Waddle. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Whoa! And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Tua. Pushed out to his left. Off he goes. Now timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now it's Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. This one complete to Washington. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, Not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Tua now on third down. In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Codrington to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Roughing a kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Tua now on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 44-yard line.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. Inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bills 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. From the gun, here is Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. Deep to return is Malik Washington. Looked like he may have had a seam for a moment and was taken down after a solid return. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Once again, it's Achane. He's got room to the 45, and he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. First down, Miami.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Into the secondary again. And he's into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
3rd down and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and...
That is the Pro Bowl safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A run, and it's Achane. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Play action, it's Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and on third down, that ball incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Punt team comes out, Dolphins going to kick it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10, and it's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
A design run here for Allen. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
And the Dolphin first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Drawing some oohs and ahs in the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action, it's Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
The idea here on 2nd down is, in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's 4th and goal.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Rasul Douglas on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Allen. In middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's
a gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing me. Do it.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 49-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Once again, it's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal.
A 50-yard
Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bills are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here's Eskridge now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 21-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. That's 3rd down coming up.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hot. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 33 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
the gun with H.N. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
An absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. The RPO. One is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third and long. Here's Tua. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Woo! He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
A lot of what goes into being a great kick returner comes down to vision. And you're going to see here, he finds the cutback lane, and as he accelerates down the left side of the field, he wasn't far from taking it all the way down the sideline and into the end zone.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll step up and run. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it, so that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man.
And he will score! Game's on! Game's cooked! Touchdown, Buffalo! Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will cut the deficit to 7.
Makes the score Dolphins 26, Bills 19. Matt Prater.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll step up and run this.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Tua, give it to Achane. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Tua going to hold on to this. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tua. Moving outside the pocket.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a thing of beauty, out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.